Okay, so this is the day after September 11th. It's September 12th, 2025. Gosh, 24 years ago was September 11th's attack, and it's also a friend of mine's birthday. And at any rate, I keep thinking I have to do, oi, this is what I think. And so I'm going to go through the paper, but oi, this is what I think dementia is shit. Patty and I agreed about that while she was walking. So anyways, I could do a whole thing on being a caregiver for someone with dementia since she got diagnosed with Parkinson's in 2012. Became bedbound about, I think it was 2021 or 2020. Can't even remember now. But she's still Patty. She's still laughing, sleeping a lot. Talking, it's hard to understand her really, but I've written songs that dementia shit, and I want to tell you that ChatGPT helped me several years ago in rhyming, but it's much better now. It's helping me with rhyming, and sometimes I'll just give it an idea and I'll do exactly what I want. I don't have to do much editing, and then I find the song to sing it to because I'm not a good songwriter. But anyways, I think there's advantages of AI, and I'm excited about them, playing with them, asking questions. It does now say what the resources are, at least that it's using, and I can look up other things too. But at any rate, I think there's a great advantage, and the world changes and AI is part of it. And okay, so February 12th, Friday. We're looking for the killer in Utah who assassinated Charlie Cook. And then also there's several articles about lawmakers, school shooter drills can do more harm than good. It's about guns. America's Remember 9/11. You know, basically, Holly Near had a song in the 1990s. If it was up to me, I'd get rid of the guns. My God, that's so ignorant of us to have. I mean, even getting rid of them, it would take 25 years or so to totally get rid of them because people would still have them. But we don't need them. The only reason we needed them was when we were in the Revolutionary War, I think. And at any rate, that's sort of my opinion about that. The estimated light rail price tag climbs higher, and it's huge. But when I first moved here, they kept talking about transportation, and finally when Seattle started doing things, the prices went up. So yeah, let's do it now. We need this transportation, use our cars less. I think that's great. Anyways, it's unfortunate we still have to have drills for, we're having drills for school shootings. Get rid of the guns. The other thing is, I think, now martial arts will not stop a bullet. But if we had martial arts and taught about the centeredness and the Tai Chi or the whatever of martial arts and moving energy away from you instead of going out there and killing people. I tell you, crazy world. And then Seinfeld, you gotta love Seinfeld. He said that Free Palestine was an anti-Semitic movement and compared it to the Ku Klux Klan. And you know, I'm kind of mixed on that. As a Jew, I really didn't have much attachment to Israel, but Netanyahu's crazy, just like Trump is. I mean, Israel should not be doing what it's doing to Gaza. And then I also think that the Arab countries wanted to wipe Israel off the earth since it was formed after World War II. So we have to look at both sides. But what's happening in Israel is outrageous. Octopuses prefer certain arms for tasks. Now that's kind of fun. They use their 4 front arms 60% of the times to move around, but the back arms are more frequently for stilting and rolling to help them move forward. Thought that's interesting. And octopuses are shy and elusive creatures. Species spend most of their time hidden in dens. For the first time, more children are obese than underweight. Now that's something. I think that talks about all our bad fast foods. And this is across the globe. It's a report from UNICEF that underweight children dropped to 9.2% from 13, while global childhood obesity rates have climbed. 1 in 10 children now has obesity, and 1 in 5 is overweight. The risk of obesity tends to build over time, since the disease is tied to more than 200 other conditions, such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, etc. Sedentary lifestyles, chronic stress, and genetic risk contribute to the rising cost of obesity. Cheap foods are ultra-processed, pushed by relentless advertising, and they tend to have high calories. So, I don't know. While starvation still continues to be an issue around the world, many communities are struggling with both hunger and obesity. Oh, I tell you, what a world, what a world. Obesity is everywhere and nowhere. It's widespread and devastating to children, I would say. Okay. So, the court sentenced Bolsonaro for attempted coup, and Trump put a 50% tariff on Brazil. I don't know if that helps. The British envoy to U.S. is fired over ties with Epstein. Well, you know, there is just such sexism in the world, and finally, hopefully, it is coming out, and all these people, including Trump, with 34 felonies and attachments to Epstein's and raping women, and still owes that one woman millions of dollars. God, I can't believe we elected him president. Europe enters the age of uncertainty as Russia expands scope of attacks. Yeah, flying over Poland to attack Ukraine. Foreign ministers of Ukraine, Poland, and Lithuania published a joint statement calling the incursion a deliberate and coordinated strike constituting an unexpected and provocation, escalating tensions. They're protesting in Nepal. In Colorado, that school shooter was radicalized. Get rid of the guns. My God, it's crazy. You're reading about this all the time. And Democrats have blocked more nominees than ever before they have struggled to find ways to oppose Trump. Good for the Democrats, finally. New laws pondered after fatal stabbing on the train. Get rid of the guns. Well, of course, that was a stabbing, but still. Okay. What else? Oh, the light rail. Yay for the light rail. We do need it. Do it now because the price is going to keep going up, and maybe we'll use our cars less. That's one thing about being with someone who has dementia. I'm still busy doing and coordinating caregivers and all that stuff and taking care of Patty, but I get more time just to be and hang out with her and love her, which we would have been traveling and doing our thing or whatever, and now it's just being with each other, and that's a gift to learn that and how much love we have. Okay. Hundreds across Seattle mark 9/11 anniversary. We do have to remember that happened and that we can come together as a world. Let's see. BAM, I can't remember what that is. Okay, businesses. Seattle area inflation inches up again in line with national rate. You know, Trump promised to lower rates. All that's happened is things have gone up. Oh, shoot. Okay. Wouldn't you know it would ring while I'm doing this? Trends in Seattle are tracking the national trends, but in the Seattle area it's also seeing some unique affordable challenges. Hope voters realize how bad Trump has been and hasn't kept his promises. Wealth jobs spark local anger before raid on the Hyundai factory. Immigration raid on the battery plant in Georgia. That's crazy. 70% of residents are white, and President Donald Trump and other Republicans receive strong support. The politics and demographics are different, but the concern over who wins from the surge in the economic development is similar. The fallout from the raid last week that saw 475 people, mostly Koreans, rounded up. What's the color of your skin? Microsoft OpenAI reached a deal that could bring big changes for both. OpenAI is the largest investor in Microsoft. Okay, well, I think our dryer and washing machine are coming to get fixed. So I will stop this. Oi, this is what I think, because, oi. Okay, bye. Let's say stop. Did I stop?